Who doesn't love pretzel chicken? Let's jump into breading this. So I'm using chicken thighs. That's what my family likes best, but you could use a chicken tender or a chicken breast, whatever you want. And I've already started
but
here.
But chicken thighs, Kels, they're so affordable and they're so forgiving and flavorful. Yeah, they're fabulous.
And I find them to be the perfect portion of chicken. Sometimes you get these breasts and they're so big. This is like the perfect size for everyone in my family. So a traditional breading, we're going to start with a little bit of flour. And this is an egg wash. Now, what we're doing with the eggs, we added a little bit of Dijon mustard in here. So we're going to infuse that extra flavor.
Do that too. I love that. Yes. Isn't that yummy? I even do that with just scrambled eggs for John. I add a little squirt of Dijon. We love it.
Dijon.
We love it.
And then I took my pretzels into my food processor, just like a standard thin pretzel. And I made this for the final coating. And so I have a little bit of texture in there, but not too much. And then that's what's going to give us the crunch and that saltiness from the pretzel and all. Takes it from good to great. All right. So that's going on our sheet tray. Now, one of the things that I like to do, and you want to keep in mind that when you make sheet pan dinners, you can add things at different times. One of the benefits is you're not dirtying as many dishes. But what I have in this bowl is I have some fingerling potatoes that I tossed with some honey and more of that Dijon mustard and just a little bit of salt and pepper. And this is going to go right onto the other side of my sheet tray.
Oh, that's so great. How smart.
Yes. Now, these are going to cook a little bit longer than the green beans and the tomatoes. They take a little bit more time in the oven. So I'm going to get things started with this. But before I do that, I always like to hit everything with a little bit of olive oil before it goes in the oven. And for years, I just used, a simple olive oil drizzle. But this is another favorite product I found this year is an oil spritzer. I love it because it coats everything super evenly.
Yeah, I buy non-aerosol sprays, but that's even smarter because you can fill it yourself.
Exactly. So I started using it because of my air fryer, but now I find that I'm using it a lot with sheet pan meals as well. So I'm going to pop this into the oven. This is going to go for 15 minutes at 425. And let me show you what it's going to look like. After about 15 minutes, we got some good color on those potatoes and on our chicken. And because I'm not interested in dirtying any more dishes than I have to, I'm going to take these beans and my tomatoes and I'm going to put them in that same bowl.
So smart, right in the same bowl.
Yes, that I had my honey and mustard in, just so I can give that, if I've already developed that flavor, I might as well get the full benefit of it, right?
Of course, so smart.
And then these can go right on top. Make sure I get all of those yummy, yummy things. And then,
oh my gosh, Kelsey, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. You're going to break the internet. You're going to break it.
I'm going to give it a little bit more salt and pepper. And then this goes back in for 10 minutes. And then we're done. And you've got an entire meal on one sheet pan that is 5-year-old approved. And I'm telling you, that is tough to do. That's really tough to do.